First of all, it's unfortunate. I guess you couldn't get in there today and get the feet wet a little.
Yeah, precaution prevailed today. Thursday, I just had a really slight strain in my groin, kind of hip area. If it was Toronto today, I would have played. But of course, that's not the the sensible thing to do in times like this. We got a game a week from today, and we got to make sure that everyone's right. And again, precaution was the number one thing, and hopefully I'll get a good week of training in now and be ready for Saturday.
You're able to take in the action now? Would you think the guys out there, especially the first 45?
Yeah, of course. Again, we've showed on many occasions this preseason that we can play and out-trump anybody in this league, and we've played against the best teams so far now. We played against Real Salt Lake, we played against Seattle now, LA Galaxy, and now the champions, and we've shown in every one of those games we can create chances and cause them problems, which should give us confidence. But on the other end of the stick, we need to make sure that we're more ruthless in both ends of the field. Again, creating chances don't mean anything unless you finish them, and giving up very few chances but having them finish them is the name of the game. And again, we'll continue to refine, and we'll make sure that hopefully come Saturday we'll have that down.
And one big difference today was the big man up top, Eric Gasly. What does he mean for this club?
It's huge. Again, I just touched on the fact that we need to score goals. We need to score more goals, and we need to make that a habit. And he's definitely here to help do that. And so far, so good. I think he showed some very promising signs to say that he can do that.
Being captain of this club, extra bit of pressure, embracing that as well coming into this year.
Yeah, I suppose if you want to call it pressure, but that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to take that onto my shoulders and answer the right questions and do the right things and make sure that these guys are also doing the right things. And it's always going to be a work in progress. Nobody said this is going to be easy. Nobody said it's going to be a fantastic thing right off the bat, but we've showed signs that it can be, and now it's just our jobs to make sure that we continue to learn, we continue to come together as a group, and make sure that week in and week out we're trying to stay consistent.
Especially on the back line, it's important to have those four guys kind of in it, a tight-knit group. Is that coming together, you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it helps. The more guys that can play together continuously is important, but again, the reality of the game is that that's not always going to happen. But as we start the season, the more and more times we get to all play together, the better it's going to be for the group. And then it's up to the other guys as well, in case it doesn't happen, to make sure they step in and become that other person in the group that hits the ground running. And everyone seems to be on board with that idea. Now, come Saturday, we need to start implementing it.
I want to quickly get your thoughts on the chemistry of the team now that it's starting to look more like a cohesive unit.
Yeah, again, I don't think chemistry's ever been an issue in this group, and that's a great thing considering we're all new. Again, the more you work on it, the better it becomes. But I think the foundations are set, and the fact that we're all on the same page, we're all organized in the fact that we all know what we're out there to do and the way we're supposed to play. And now again, it just comes with that little bit more of gelling that we need and need to continue to try to do. And then only more positives can come from it.
Just some personal questions now. Why here? Why now? Why in Vancouver for you, Jay?
I think it's a factor of a lot of different things. There was a lot of being said about after the World Cup, what would I do, all the rest of those types of questions. But I wasn't one that wanted to rush into a decision. I wanted to make sure all the factors were taken care of, and that's all the way down the line from the place itself. Vancouver's a fantastic place. The atmospheres that the city will create with soccer is very rare, especially in North America. That's a draw. You look at the guys that are here. And the guys that they're willing to bring in and trying to bring in, me being one of them, they express that they want me to play that leadership role. And at that time, was it to be canceled? Not necessarily, but it is to come in and be one of the leaders and use the experience that I've been fortunate enough to now gain over the past 7 years of my life. And I'm definitely here to do that. And all those factors come into the fact of wanting to take that challenge on. And I was ready for a new challenge, and I've definitely found it here. But I'm really excited and really happy to be here.
Can you talk about the community a little bit and how have you, embraced the community here in Vancouver?
I'm just starting to get to know it, to get involved in it. Again, we spend most of the preseason away from here, but now that we're in season and we can start doing all those types of things with the community and the youth teams, and All those things are important in order to build a community club, and that's what we are, and that's what we continue to hope to be.
All right, finally, coming from Green Bay, where'd you watch the Super Bowl?
in Arizona, unfortunately. I'd have loved to have been there in Dallas. A lot of my friends were there, and if not, they were riding in Green Bay. But again, I watched it with all the guys, and of course, towards the end, it was getting a bit sticky, and they were hoping that they would lose. But the best team always seems to prevail.
Good stuff. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.